pocket. I don't want pulse to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building reach heaven's heights. Now that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. The Browns kicker, Cody Parkey, all set, and off we go from First Energy Stadium. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Start with the option. And, whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Herbert now. Hunter Henry brings it in. The 40. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry, 79 yards. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead.
Michael Batchley lining up for the...
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more.
He was brought down by Chris Harris.
In on the tackle, the former All-Pro Chris Harris. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
Following the penalty, Chubb. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Make it happen!
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, 65 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Nick Chubb, about as dynamic a runner as the NFL has to offer. He put his talents on full display there. That was some kind of run.
And he'll get in, and they take an 8-7 lead. So they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
3rd and 14.
Third and long, it's Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. E.J. Goodson with a pick, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to the football and take the hit.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
39-yard line.
From the gun, Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. It off to Chubb, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A tight one, 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports.
Chargers 7.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mayfield, open man is Higgins. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you got a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now or very
lights
quickly.
out.
Or exactly right. Turn them out, that play's over.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The Charger drive about to get going. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out.
And with touchdown, LA! Austin Eckler, 75 yards. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And normally when you see guys move it this fast, it might be a fly pattern from a receiver or a toss sweep from a tailback or something like that. This was designed as a passing play, and then he got out of the pocket, and he just took off, and he just kept gaining momentum with every step.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Now Donovan Peoples-Jones. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Flushed out right. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield eluding the pressure right. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Browns' 48-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Flush to his right. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. The 20. He's by himself. Keenan Allen. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 48 yards. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Peoples-Jones returning. And he returns this to the 22.
Peoples-Jones on the return. The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Mayfield to throw it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. His throw incomplete.
Mayfield's pass incomplete on the throwaway. Derwin James on the coverage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
B.J. Goodson there on the tackle.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
A run for Nick Chubb. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On the option, this is Mayfield.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. 20.
That's right, baby.
Is into the end zone. Touchdown. Baker Mayfield, 43 yards. And the Browns can grab the lead if they hit the extra point.
So they're Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you, and let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to it, and that's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. First down, Justin Herbert flushed out right. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 37-yard line. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. The gun, Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback, because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
Get this up to about the 40.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down, eluding the pressure right. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And that is going to do it. for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, Mayfield. Buying time to his left. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Flush to his right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Casey Hayward. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Now Herbert gives this one to Kelly. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jacob Phillips, his second sack of the night.
It's second down.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers have once again taken the lead. So now a big play coming up as the Chargers are going to go for 2. Herbert. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead.
21. Ty Long set to kick off.
Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Mayfield on first down. It fights him off. Now Mayfield lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
He knocks it through, and it's 35-21.
Chargers 35, Browns 21. Ty Long set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Peoples-Jones returning. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield escaping the pressure right.
And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield.
And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield.
Kick it and go. Kick it and kick it and go. With a stiff on, spin move, in zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff on, spin move, in zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball, soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them all, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do, sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew, you need to win, who need to win, that's all we do, I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine, they running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them.